Hello Living Dead Dolls fans, this is Josh aka Doggiepants coming at you with another Living Dead Dolls review. So I'm going to keep going with what I did last week and we're going to do series 2. So let's get started. Don't want to use too much time. Here's the coffin. It is a black coffin, no handles. It is almost identical to the series 1 actually I think it is pretty much identical to the series 1 coffin. The chipboard is very similar. You'll see that it has the doll on the right, has the poem on the left and her name, and then also the little bit of blood splattering. Has the pink tissue paper, and again, just standard black coffin. This Kitty's coffin, and it's actually a little bit worse on my loose sapphire, I should have showed that, but you'll see, this is what I mean by veining. So this is kind of what the veining looks like. And you'll see it on the chipboard as well. It does happen there. It's not that big of a deal. Almost all of these old coffins have them. Some of them have them terribly. But you just want to keep an eye out for that. Just a heads up. So I'm going to start with my least favorite and go to my favorite. Again, all of them are great. So, don't be too offended if I say your favorite doll last. So here we go. So let's start with the first doll. Bam! School Time Sadie. She is my least favorite of Series 2. That doesn't mean she's a bad doll. She's actually a pretty good doll. And I'm sorry, I'm not a Sadie hater. I actually really like Sadie. I've liked all of her versions. It's just my least favorite. I find her the least interesting of Series 2. So here she is. Let's get started on her outfit. She has standard Mary Jane shoes with the white socks. She has this jacket, and it feels a little bit like Damien's jacket, except that the buttons here are not snaps. It's actually sewn shut. But it's a very loose thread. And I've bumped it already and it started to open and unravel. You can kind of see that, see the thread there. And the last School Time Sadie that I had for my first collection before I sold them all, hers had just opened up and I just had cut him an open jacket, which it doesn't look bad. It's totally fine. And if I really feel I need to, I can sew it shut. But just be aware, sewn, not snaps. Her jacket has a little pocket on the front. It's pretty cute. It's got the sulfur symbol on it. She has a white shirt underneath. It's sleeveless. I'm not going to open it up because the jacket. And it is all one piece with this cute little gray skirt. And her entire outfit is felt, just like Series 1. It's just a little more detailed. So they actually, did a little bit more, which is kind of cool. So there are a few stray threads with this button, but other than that, it's pretty good. She's got a cute little black bow tie right there on her neckline. It's really, really nice. It all velcros up the back. I mean, not the coat, but everything underneath. And that's her outfit. Her hair is really well rooted. It's just like Series 1 Sadie and Sin's. Great, great doll. It has a bit of a blunt cut here. It's kind of about the length of Sin's, not Sadie's from Series 1. But really great hair regardless. Her face paint, here we go, is a little bit different than the original Sadie. And what's interesting, I'm going to hold up Exorcist from Series 1. If you look, I don't know if you can be able to see in this video, their eyes are identical. They're exactly the same. And they also have the X's on their forehead. The only difference is the color of their lip and their eyebrows. But I always found this interesting, especially because this is another version of Sadie, not Exorcist. But it's okay. She looks really, really cool, just the way she is. She's a great doll. She comes with really cool accessories. She has this great backpack, which has a little Velcro on it, and you can open it up and store the other items she comes with, which is a spell book, very much like Damien's spell book, and then also a bloody hatchet. So there you go. They fit nicely in her bag, and then you can actually Velcro it shut, and she can wear it if you want to display her with the accessories. On top of that, and I don't know where I set it. Oh, here it is. She also comes with, besides her death certificate, a letter from her teacher. And I'm going to read it out loud just because it's so cute. To the parents of Sadie, we are concerned about your daughter's participation in school, or lack thereof. She seems to have become morbidly pale and has developed an obsession with sharp objects. Also, we are worried about her grooming habits. Lately, she seems to reek of death. Sincerely, Professor Nuccio. It's pretty cute. So that is School Time Sadie. Let's keep moving on. Next up is Deborah, the prom queen Carrie Phelan doll. She's very, very cool. And I don't remember if she came out first or Died in Doom. I believe Died in Doom came out first. So she's not the first doll to have the ripped face, but the first series doll to have the actual gory, ripped face. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let's start with her outfit. She has the standard Mary Jane shoes. They are like a maroon color. The only thing that sucks about it is that she does not come with socks. So they're very loose and they do fall off. You want to be careful of that. She has that same colored maroon dress, and it is very long. I'm terrible with materials. I don't know what that is, but it's got some structure to it a little bit, so you can kind of manipulate it. It has a lace that goes around the bottom. That same lace is also repeated right around the waistline here. It's a sleeveless shirt, and around the neckline she has that same lace. Oh, no, yes, same lace. And then she also has a little flower right here on the lace. And then across her chest it says Danse Macabre, which is Spanish, I guess. I don't know. I speak un peu français, but I do not speak Spanish. I wish I did. I could get so many jobs in Chicago. God, why didn't I take Spanish in high school? Anyways, so that is her outfit. Oh, and on top of that, she also has a crown. She was one of the first dolls to actually have a crown. Actually, the first doll to have a crown. How the crown works, and I'm not going to pull it out because it's a little difficult. It has two little pegs, one here and one here, and they go into small holes on her head. I don't think they're glued in. I think you can pull it pretty easily. They may have had some sort of glue at one time, but not anymore. I think it's broken down. So we have this crown has all these little spikes on the end of it, and a lot of Deborah Ann's that you'll see out there, these spikes are broken. They're very fragile, so you want to be very careful with it. It also has a skull right there in the center. Very cute. Her hair is really thickly rooted, like you see with all of the Series 1, Series 2 dolls. It's very choppy and it's very layered, so there you can kind of see how it works in the back. So the shortest bit is, right up top, and then chunky all the way down. She does have the bangs. It's really nice, though. It could stand to be washed, I think, but that might just be my doll and the fact that I need to wash her hair. Yeah, so that's that. Here's her face paint. Her face paint's actually really nice. She has really, really bright blue eyes, but that she has that kind of dark shadowy thing that goes all the way around it. She has blonde eyebrows. She has, like I said, the torn face. Her torn face is actually particularly gruesome. You see a lot of the stretched decay or skin around it, which is a really nice detail, and it's colored kind of this gray color, which really makes her feel dead. And then her accessory is a bunch of flowers that is blood splattered. So it's like the white flowers that we've seen from Series 1, just got some red in it as well. So that is Deborah Ann. So next up we have, this is getting really difficult, but boom, Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden. The first doll that was created that was actually, I guess you could call it a presents, even though they weren't really saying presents then, and it's a series doll. But it was a living person, Lizzie Borden. So they did Lizzie Borden, and if you look up some of the older pictures of Lizzie Borden, this outfit is actually what she's wearing. So they really designed the outfit to look like one of her old portraits, which I think is a really nice detail. It's a great outfit. It's very simple, but it's lovely. She has the first witchy boots that we've seen on Living Dead dolls. A lot of firsts, obviously, since we're on Series 2. But so that's that. She does not have socks. Her dress is pretty nice material. It is all one piece, and it does Velcro up the back, so just be aware of that. It looks like she has a jacket, and these have kind of been sewn on, but it does connect right along these seams here, and then when you get under her arm here, it just becomes part of the back of the dress. So that is all one piece. The top collar portion right around that, it's actually a felt, so it's a different material than the rest of her dress, and kind of gives it a little bit more of a vintagey look, which is really nice. Her hair has been pulled up into a tight bun, and mine needs to be fixed a little bit, but I'll show you the bun. That's what it looks like, and she has a black ribbon that ties around the back of it, and then she has two little bits of hair that are curled and hang down in the front. She is not rooted on her entire head. So if you ever take her hair out, she's just going to have a ring of hair that hangs down. So I don't recommend it. Yeah, but that is Lizzie Borden's dress and hair. Here is her face paint. She has these really interesting eyebrows that are like little tree branches almost. They kind of branch off. Really dark eye with a white pupil. Very simple face paint. And she does, of course, come with the giant bloody axe, one of the best accessories they've ever made, I think. Really cool piece. So that is Lizzie Borden. Next up, we have Lou Sapphire, which if you say it fast, sounds like Lucifer, and you'd be surprised how long it took for me to realize that because I'm an idiot. but that is true. So, this is Lou Sapphire. His jacket actually does have the 3 buttons right here, and they are snaps, just like Damien. They go right down the front. He has a little bit of a pocket square, too, which is a really nice detail. He has the red shirt with the black tie. The shirt is... I'm going to try to open this, but again, these snaps are the worst. Can I do it? I don't think I... Yes, I can. Yes. So here is his shirt. It's a very shiny material. Red, sleeveless, just like it usually is on these dolls, and then the pants are attached here, so it's all one piece. His outfit is like a velvet, so it's super lush since he is the devil and he's trying to, you know, buy your soul. He wants to make sure he looks nice and sharp when he does it. It's a really nice detail. And then he has shoes. His shoes are great. They are red and black. Kind of standard Living Dead Doll Boy shoes, though. His tail. He has a tail. His tail is set up exactly the same as Sin's from Series 1. So it's the exact same tail, except that it is covered in like a velvet material as well. So it does have texture to it. His hair is very similar to Damien's, except it has a little more of a hardcore widow's peak. He has the same horns as Sin, but they are also covered in velvet, so he's super, super lush. He has drawn on sideburns as well, although the hairline does come down a little bit lower than it does on Damien. So you do see hair above his ear. His face paint has kind of that dirty eye look that you see on Series 2 dolls and also some of the Series 3, like the smudge. He has red eyes with black pupils, no lipstick, obviously, because he's a boy. Yeah, but that's him. He does come with socks as well. I didn't mention that. His accessories are super cool. I wish he could hold it because it's one of the coolest accessories. Look at this thing. I can't believe they've never reused this thing. It's actually 2 pieces too. It comes with just the stick here and then the skull, and then you just pop the stick right into the bottom of the skull like that, and it's his walking stick. So it's really beautiful, and it does have ruby red eyes as well, which is really nice, and horns. It's a great detail, great little piece there. Oh, I forgot to mention him too. He has a ruby pinky ring, which is a super nice, flashy detail for him. Very cool. He also comes with something besides his death certificate, which is a contract, and it's basically... I'll try to show it to you. I don't know if you can... Ooh, too much of a glare, Josh. Well, sorry, guys. You get the idea. It says, I, and then you insert your name, am granted the wish to... Then you fill out what you want to say. In return, I grant thee my soul as payment upon my demise. And it's signed by Lou Sapphire, and then you also sign it. So it's a contract if you want to mess with that kind of stuff and sell your soul. But that is Lou Sapphire. Very cool doll. So obviously, my favorite doll from the series is, in fact, Kitty. I just think she's a super cool, super cute doll. She has very similar shoes to Lou Sapphire. The only difference is they're completely reversed, so where his is red, hers are black, and vice versa. She has the white socks. She has an actual schoolgirl outfit, kind of a cheerleader outfit, though it's a little not so revealing as many of the cheerleaders nowadays. It is the same felt that we've seen on all of Series 1 and on, well, most of Series 1, and on School Time Sadie. So it's that same kind of material. Her outfit has the sulfur symbol right here in the front, and the shirt and the skirt are 2 separate pieces. So the shirt does Velcro up the back, and the skirt does as well. And it's, you know, the standard kind of pleated cheerleader skirt. Very cute. Her hair is in pigtails. It's not completely rooted, so you want to be aware. Don't take her hair down unless you don't mind having a bald doll. Her hair is in pigtails, and it does have the red ribbon around the outside. Her face paint is also very simple, very cute. She does need to be cleaned up a little bit. I haven't pulled these dolls off the shelf for a while. So she has white around the outside, red pupils. Then she has a very arched black eyebrow with a black lip. Very, very cute. Very, very simple. She has some great accessories. She comes with 2 pom-poms. And the pom-poms, actually, you have to kind of search through them, but they do have little elastic holders so that you can slip her hands through there so she can hold her pom-poms if you so wanted her to. And she does come with a megaphone as well that has the sulfur symbol on one side, and on the other side it says, go Satan, like you do. But yeah, so that is Kitty. That is all of the Series 2 dolls, and I think that one was about the same time as Series 1. Sorry, I'm trying to go faster, but I'm gonna try to get them all up in here. We'll see. Different levels, maybe. Let's go through scores, shall we? So out of 4 stars, God, this is lame. You know, it won't be like this once we get into later series, but I'm going to say 4 stars for all of them. They're cool. You can't not respect Series 1 and 2. You just gotta. That's the way it is, in my opinion. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching. I hope I gave you some information that you didn't know about. We'll see. I'll try to come back again in a week, maybe less. We'll see how it goes for Series 3. And we'll just keep on trucking along. Hope this is helpful. I will talk to you guys later. Take care.